Hey guys, it's me. Of course it's me, you're at my channel. So today I thought I would do something a little bit different. So I just recently unlocked the final ship in this game, Faster Than Light. And so now I decided it was time to just re-enjoy sitting down and playing the game for the sake of playing the game. Since I've been working so hard to get that recently. But I haven't showed you guys this game before, so I figured I would do a couple Let's Plays. Going through with different ships, starting with the starting one. So, a little bit about this game. This is a indie, sort of roguelike, space adventure game. Very, very similar to the Oregon Trail, is what I like to compare it to. And it has a lot of sci-fi elements, and particularly it has a lot of replayability. I really enjoy it. So we're gonna go ahead and play on normal. I have actually never beaten the game on normal, but what's fun about this game isn't necessarily winning. The game is insanely difficult. But what's fun about this game is just experiencing the adventure and all the things that can happen to you. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to select our ship. Now, there's actually a lot of different ship models. I think there's 8 or 9. But I'm going to start with the Kestrel. And in this game, you are playing as a ship of the Federation, which is basically there's a civil war going on between the Federation, which is the government, and the rebels. And unlike most games, you play as the rebels. In this game, you're actually playing as the Federation, and you are racing across the galaxy as fast as you can in order to warn the Federation that the rebels are coming with their secret ship, their secret new weapon, and you need to go warn them about it and stop them. So that's what this is the Federation ship. There's a little bit of background. I have 3 people. I can actually customize their names. I'm gonna go ahead and name this guy Nathan. And he's gonna be a man. And I'm gonna keep Scoops the same. And Fish. I'm gonna rename Kevin Fish to Tim. Cool. So this is the loadout of weapons that comes with the ship. Notice how they change depending on which ship I have. No drone systems, just 2 weapons. There's also another layout, but we'll deal with that a little bit later. So we're just gonna go ahead and get started. Actually, we're gonna change this from the Kestrel to something awesome. I don't know what to call it, man. The Twitch. I love Twitch. Alright. So the data you're carrying is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving up to the next. But get to the exit before the pursuing rebel fleet can catch up. And here's a little tip. Okay, so, I'm just floating around in space here. Now, the way this game works is, you're going to bring up the beacon map, and you're going to basically use hyperdrive to go in between nodes. To get to the exit, and then when we get to the exit, it's going to bring up an even bigger beacon map, which is going to take us to different sectors. But right now we're in Sector 1, the civilian sector, and what's going to happen is you always move from left to right, and what happens is the rebel fleet is slowly moving from this direction, and you'll see they have like an arc, and if you fall anywhere in that, you'll have to fight rebel ships, and that's really bad, so you don't want to get caught by them. But for the meantime, actually, we're a little bit safe for at least 2 turns, normally. So, I'm going to head down there. But before I do that, actually, I am going to tell my crew members to go man their posts. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to power up my weapons. This is my reactor right here. This basically, each one of these is a power slot point. So when I power off my med bay, it gives me back 1 in my reactor, and I can go use that and allocate it somewhere else. Really important part of this game is allocating power dynamically and whatever. Now, it's really easy. I can just press spacebar to pause the game at any time. Space to resume it, space to pause. That's really important when you're playing this game. to kind of do things, because to do it all in real time is incredibly difficult. Alright. You receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. I have to reject their offer because I don't actually have enough money. And now they're gonna attack me. So, this is the enemy ship. Now, they're not actually directly in front of me. They are somewhere around me, and this is just like a little zoomed-in picture of them. And I can see, this is their shields right here, and this is their health. So I'm gonna go ahead and power up my missiles and my lasers. And it looks like I've got a dude on my engines. I'm actually gonna go put this person into the weapons. Go man the weapons. And then I have a guy piloting as well. Okay, so, missiles go through... you have two defensive qualities. You have evasion and you have shields. So... anything I try to shoot except for a beam weapon will basically have a chance to miss relative to my target's evasion, and the same is true for my opponents. And so that includes missiles and lasers, and ion weapons and bombs. So so that's how that works. Now what I'm actually going to do is lasers get and beams get blocked by shields, and so what I want to try to do is I want to try to shoot his shield systems with a missile. So I queued up an attack onto that, and then that will hopefully knock out his shield systems, and then that will make it so that my lasers get to go ignore the shields and blast other things. Okay, excellent. So two things just happened. He hit me with a missile, and I hit him with a missile. Notice how I killed his shields, and so now I'm going to go ahead and queue up my lasers to attack his weapon systems. And boom, we can see that I powered down that missile launcher right there. So it looks like he only hit my health bay, so I'm just gonna actually just leave that for the moment. And I could shoot another missile right now, but I have to be really careful because I only have 7 missiles total. Lasers can be shot an infinite number of times. And he just shot a laser, and then I paused it. I have 1 shield, so he's just gonna hit my shield, and then my shield is gonna recharge, so... and then I'm gonna go ahead and shoot this right here and take out his shields a little bit more. And, okay, so now I'm in a dangerous spot. The thing I don't want is for his missile launcher to be up, because that can go right through my shields and even knock out my weapon systems or my shields. But I had a decent amount of energy charged up in my burst laser before it came up, so hopefully I can get a shot off before it shoots at me. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Ah, whoa, that was close. And he explodes, leaving behind a substantial collection of useful scrap materials. So from this, I got some missiles and some drone parts. Drone parts, we don't have a drone system yet, but we'll get that eventually, and then that's what those are used for. And then I got some scrap for it. In this game, scrap is like money. So where am I gonna go? So I'm at this location. I'm gonna go ahead and go here. Oops, I forgot to repair my med bay. Oh no, it's a slaver ship. Hand over one of your crew members, and the rest of you can go free unharmed. Now I can choose to either draw straws and send someone over randomly, or I can reject. I never send my crew members over to slavers. Okay, so what he did was he used his teleporter, and he teleported a guy onto my ship. And this guy is going to start attacking my crew members. He's going to start destroying my systems if I leave him, and I'm actually just going to leave him for the moment. I'm going to have to fight him eventually, but what I want to try to do is disable this ship first. Now, normally what I'm going to do to defend against this guy is I'm going to send some dudes to go kill him. Now, let's go ahead and send... oh, it looks like they're trying to run. Alright, so, they surrendered. Take one of our slaves as tribute. I accept your offer. And looks like the guy teleported away, and I am happy. Cool, so I got a dude. I got one of their slaves to join my team. Now, there are a lot of different races in this game. There's like 6, 7, 8 races in this game. This guy is a Zoltan. All my standard crew members are humans. I'm actually going to go ahead and just show you right here. So these guys are all humans. You can see humans are common and uninteresting with no exceptional traits. Zoltans are close allies of the Engi, and Engi are like robots. Robots. And they're kind of like Protoss, they basically give a little bit of power to whatever system they're standing in. And then they have less health, so they're actually kind of weak, unlike Protoss. So this guy, we can see he's actually just powering up with his little yellow bar, powering up the medbay, even though I don't have enough power to power the medbay normally. So notice that goes down, and I'm going to send him back. Cool. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go to the next place. I'm actually going to send that Zoltan to go man my shields for me. Okay, now this is a automated scout. It's like a drone. There's no crew inside. Okay, now see this thing right here? This is a glaive weapon. Or, not a glaive, a beam weapon. Now, beams, normally, if I might get the opportunity to show you, but what they do is they hit in a line, and so they can hit multiple rooms for whatever their damage is. In this case, this is probably a single damage laser. And they can pierce shields, but it could only pierce through a shield of 1 if it had an attack of 2. And most beams have an attack of 0. Or, I'm sorry, an attack of 1. So he can't damage me with the beam laser until he has knocked out my shields temporarily or permanently with this laser right here. So what I want to do is I'm going to watch out for when this knocks down my shields, and then he'll try to hit me with the laser while they're temporarily down. Oh, there we go. And we see he drew a little line right there. And then while he was doing that, I actually knocked out his weapon systems. Okay, so I have a fire inside of my ship that I need to go put out. So there's a couple ways to do this. I can send a guy over there with a fire extinguisher. Just send a guy over there and he'll start extinguishing it. Another way I can do it is knock out the oxygen in that area. So I'm going to open the doors. Because my guy is repairing right now, and these lines mean that this area has no more oxygen. So if I send a person in there, they'll slowly start suffocating. But also, it suffocates the fire, which is really handy. And I'm going to keep up the assault on this thing right here. And notice that caused my oxygen to go down. But now that the doors are closed, the oxygen is going back up, and these rooms will start filling back up again. And crisis averted. Cool. Off to the next area. Alright, so danger. I am in an asteroid field now. Now, in an asteroid field, you'll just occasionally be hit by asteroids. They're like normal lasers. They will get blocked by shields. And so the most important thing is to make sure that you have your shields up at all time. Oh, no. Okay, so you can't really see this because the pause below it, but this is a beam drone. This is basically an automated drone being controlled by my opponent. He doesn't really control it, he just gives it power and it does its own thing. But similar to normal beams, it doesn't do damage unless my shields are down, but my shields are going to be down quite often since I'm in an asteroid field, and he is going to start wreaking absolute havoc on me. So the timing on these is going to be really important. I'm going to go ahead and shoot, hopefully, so I got a missile off. I'm going to pause real quick. I got a missile, I'm going to shoot it on his shield systems. If his shield systems are down, then he will also be just as susceptible to taking damage from asteroids as me. And then my missile is on the way right now. I have it paused. I'm going to go ahead and assume my missile's going to hit, and then actually shoot the drone system with my burst laser. Boom, look at the timing on that. And then he got hit by an asteroid right after that, so he took a heavy barrage. So he's offering to surrender to me. I can choose to not accept surrender and keep fighting him and presumably kill him. Or I can take whatever he's offering me, 3 fuel, 5 missiles, and 10 scrap. This is actually a very, very valuable offer, so I'm going to go ahead and take this. Now, normally, the rate at that the asteroids hit is not super quick. But if they can manage to catch you with one while your shields are down, it can be pretty bad. Alright, so I'm just waiting for... so normally what happens is if you're in combat, depending on the levels of your engine, your FTL drive will charge up, and you can't actually run from the fight until it's fully charged. So once you finish combat or out of a hazardous situation, it will just automatically jump to full, though. It's a take 20. Okay. Looks like there's a battle taking place. Someone is under attack by space pirates. Let's go aid the civilians. power up your weapons and engage. Alright, looks like he's just got two small laser systems. I'm gonna go ahead and... I'm doing pretty good on missiles still, so I'm gonna go ahead and shoot his shield system with missiles. Boom. Alright, so I did a pretty decent hit onto his weapon systems. Now he's only got one laser system working. And it only shoots one time. So notice how it said resist? This is a rock ship controlled by the Rockmen race. And their ships all have a little upgrade that makes it so they have like a 15% chance to avoid taking hull damage when they get hit by something. But it's still, whatever it hits, it still damages the system. Cool, alright, looks like we killed the pirate, and we're gonna go try to contact the civilians. And it looks like one of the crew members, they lost their ship, and one of the crew members wants to join my ship. So cool, Beth wants to join me, that's excellent. Uh-oh. It looks like they took out my oxygen systems, and you can see everything starting to turn like a slight light-colored red. And my oxygen levels are pretty low. When they get too low, my people will start suffocating and all die. So that's bad. There are a lot of things that can kill you in this game. And that makes sense. This is a very, very difficult game. If you buy this game and play it, it's okay to just lose on, like, really early or any time. Because you just start over. It's the playing that's fun. So I found an automated scout. Despite its pristine condition, it seems deactivated. Now I can attempt to download the data source, which may reactivate it, or I can just strip it for useful scrap. I'm actually going to try to activate the data. Uh-oh, looks like I accidentally reactivated the AI. Now I have to fight it. No! Now I actually don't... Okay, so, the 4 systems I have my people in, we can see them down here. We have shields, engines, weapons, and piloting. All of these roles can basically notice how none of these have a little person above them. And that's because they're an unmanned system. A manned system always has a basically an autopilot mode where it does something if no one's working there. But if someone is working there, you get a bonus. So, we can see here, it is fully powered and manned by crew, my engines are. If I took this guy out and sent him somewhere else, my evasion would go down slightly. If I took my pilot out, my FTL drive would stop charging, and, because what they're doing is they're trying to find the new warp points. And I would also lose all of my evasion. By having someone in weapons, it just charges up a little bit faster, and by having someone in shields, it causes my shields to recharge a little bit quicker as well. Boom. Oh, so he hit my weapon system, and now I don't have enough power to power up my burst laser. I'm going to send this girl in here to go work on powering it up again. I'm going to go ahead and knock out his weapon systems. Cool. I didn't want that beam weapon hitting me again. So this person's basically doesn't have a position to man, and so I'm just going to keep her around to go fight off fires and go repair systems if they take damage. Oops. And fight off any intruders if necessary. Alright. Oh no, they didn't fight a war just to let a single ship shatter their dreams of a better galaxy. Okay, so this guy has a defense drone. Defense drones shoot off projectiles, such as missiles primarily. So I'm actually not going to shoot my missile. Actually, I'll shoot my missile so you can see. Pew! He shot my missile as it came in. So I'm going to go ahead. Now, this particular defense drone cannot shoot down lasers. And every single defense drone has a short cooldown, so he can only shoot at something every 1 or 2 seconds. So if I really needed to hit this guy with a missile, if I had 2 missiles, I could shoot them at roughly the same time, and I could probably get one through his defense, assuming it didn't miss. You'll encounter scenarios like that a lot later in the game. So here we go. This is the advance of the rebel fleet. Right here, this is a line indicating anything beyond this point is going to be inside this red zone after I take my movement. And so if I moved here, for example, this whole area in here would also be red, and then the warning line would have moved up here. So I don't want to move into somewhere that has the warning line in it. Notice how all of these have a little bit different icon in them. I'm going to go ahead and go to there. I'm going to try to basically draw out as much time as I can exploring and fighting guys. Oh look, another slave ship. Slave ships are really good because they give me more crew members, and having more crew members is really, really helpful thing. Boom. Uh-oh, they're powering up. So what that was, is that was a bomb. Now, bombs require a missile as ammunition, but, alright, I accept your offer, and I got Allison. Bombs are like missiles, except for they instead teleport onto the ship instead of being fired at the ship, and they do various effects such as knocking out systems. Usually they do not do hull damage. They usually just knock out systems or start fires or various things. Okay, I could get some fuel here for very cheap too. That's 2 fuel per. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get a little bit. I'm not actually particularly hurting for fuel. And look, I found a store. So I'm going to go ahead and go to this store and see what they have for sale. They're crippled by a band of pirates. Alright. So right here, these are systems. These add basically new things that I need to power that give me more abilities. I could buy a drone control system if I wanted. A crew teleporter to teleport crew onto the enemy ship. Or cloaking. This crew teleporter is really tempting. Yeah, let's go for that. And I'm gonna spend my last bit of money doing that. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna do. So a crew teleporter allows you to, basically, well, if you can manage to kill a ship that's not controlled by an AI like this one, if you can manage to kill all the crew in some way, you get to scrap whatever you want from the ship. Oh my gosh, only one of them hit. Uh-oh. I'm gonna go send you guys over here to take out this fire. I'm not gonna do any boarding. Oh no! So he had a much higher chance of hitting me because my evade is so low because my engines are knocked out. But I've successfully killed all of his systems now. And I'm gonna send my people over to get some heals. So I'm gonna power down my my engines for a minute and power up my med bay. Cool, and then send that guy back there. Power up my engines again. Okay, cool. So yeah, if you can manage to kill a ship without by just killing all of the people, then you can get quite a bit more scrap from it, which is really, really handy. Okay, cool. So this is the sector map. Basically, there are 9 sectors that go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you can only move to the right. And this is the 9th sector or 10th sector, I think, and this is where I'm heading to. So the colors generally they refer to what kind of sector it is. And my options here are the Mantis-controlled sector and the Zoltan-controlled sector. I'm actually going to head over to the Zoltan-controlled sector, because I don't want to be fighting a lot of Mantis. Mantis are really good at hand-to-hand combat and boarding, so I don't want to go try boarding ships that have good warriors in them, because then I'll be much more likely to fail and get my people killed. So it looks like these guys, they need some fuel. So they're stranded out in space, they've run out of fuel. So I'm going to go ahead and give them some fuel. And it looks like they gave me a weapon, which is super awesome. And I got a burst laser Mark 1. So this laser is similar to my one right here. It takes the same amount of power, 2 bars. But I am, but it only does 2 shots. So it's not nearly as good as this one. Except for it charges up a little bit faster. Okay, cool. So my next priority is to get either my evasion up. Oh no, what is this? was a Zoltan research study. They wanted to do some research on me to pay me to do some research, like giving blood. And it turns out it was a trap. The Zoltans are being held hostage. Oh no, and it's a mantis and a rock man. And they have teleported onto me. Uh-oh. So he has just an anti-ship drone. It just shoots a little laser occasionally. And he's gonna try to hit me with his glaive, with his beam weapon while my engines are down. Oh no. And my guy's almost dead. I'm gonna send him off to here. Let's go. Shoot that. Uh-oh, this guy's almost dead too. It looks like he escaped. I'm actually gonna go ahead and there's a fire in here, so I'm gonna go evacuate all of the gas and try to suffocate the guys if possible. And I'm gonna go take out this glaive beam. Cool, so his glaive beam is dead now. And notice how they don't like to stand in that. Now if they knock out my oxygen system, I'm gonna slowly lose oxygen out the back of the ship, which is really bad. And I won't be able to do anything about it. Okay, looks like they don't really stand a chance here. I'm gonna go ahead and open that door. Oh no! I got so busy focusing on those guys that I forgot to kill the ship. Oh, I don't have any shields. What? Repair my shields. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and shoot a missile at those. And then I'm gonna shoot lasers at those. Sweet, okay. Wow, that was kinda rough. Okay, you guys go fix that. Wait for the oxygen to come back. Cool, now you guys go repair this. And you go repair this. And I gotta remember which guys go where. Scoops. Okay, so I know this guy went in here. This chick is not doing anything. This is the guy that goes and mans my weapons. And Tim is the guy on engines, but he needs a heal, so I'm gonna go send him over to heal real quick. Power up my... I'm just doing these with keyboard shortcuts. I'm trying to use those a little bit better. I won't do it in the middle of a fight, because I'm not very good with it yet. And then send this lady back over here, and we are good to go. So that could have gone a lot worse, but I took a little bit of hull damage through that whole ordeal. I'm actually not doing too good here. Uh-oh. Looks like I just got boarded, and he's right here. So I'm gonna go send him. Oh my goodness, 4 guys. Wow. This is bad. Oh man, I got a Zoltan too. Gosh, he's not gonna stand up in a 1v1. Okay, send him in. Gonna prepare this guy for fight. There's no fighting going on right now, so I don't need to keep my guy piloting. Oh, okay, she's low. Run. Oh my goodness. 1 health. Tim, you're a monster. Okay. Run. Okay, now you guys get back in there. Ah, it's a melee. Shoot them. So the amount of damage people do with lasers is the same as when they're getting hit by a fist, basically. The major advantage is that they can hit someone besides the person they're fighting with, so you can have like 2 people getting up, or whatever. Or whatever. Alright, you go back there. Scoops goes back to weapons. Tim goes back to this. You 2 go back in there. They're like a security force of women. Okay, power up my... Uh-oh. And we'll power back up the shields. So if I could get some money, so you can upgrade your ship, so I can make my shield stronger, my engine better. I can basically... Right now, I have 3 different weapons, but I can only power 2 of them at a time, so I can basically put more power into my weapon systems. Make my teleporter better, and then these things are what are called basically subsystems. They don't require power from my reactor. They're like computer systems, for example. They're very low power, so they don't get power from my reactor. And they do various things. So piloting, if I upgrade that, then it gives me an autopilot, or I can upgrade my sensors to do different things like see the inside of my enemy ship, or I can improve my doors. So the Zoltan are very careful. It looks like they decided to avoid me. Stumble upon some Zoltan military vessels engaging in combat training. Their energy shields are impressive, but you know how quickly beam and ion weaponry take them down. So the Zoltans have a very special technology. It's this thing right here. Now this is basically what's called a super shield, I think. And this does not recharge like a normal shield, but it blocks everything. It blocks beam weapons, it blocks lasers, it blocks missiles, it blocks asteroids, everything. Until it's gone, and then once it's gone forever. So it looks like they're going through their bureaucratic stuff, and they want to like check my identification or something like that. I really don't have time for this. I've got to save the galaxy. So fortunately, I'm in an asteroid field, and my asteroids are gonna help bust this down a little bit. And I'm not gonna go commit a missile to this. Ooh, here we go. Here's gonna be my first opportunity to use my crew teleporter. Teleport. Fight them! Oh my gosh, my hull is so close to dying. Oh, looks like I killed him. He just vaporized. Alright, I dodged. My shield was down and an asteroid was gonna hit me, but I dodged it, because I have a 20% dodge chance. So it looks like Beth is winning the fight. Boom. Alright, I got 30 scrap for that. That's awesome. Okay. So, you would think that I would want to go repair my hull damage as much as possible, but I am actually going to rather instead choose to upgrade my engines and increase my dodge chance, because that will prevent me from taking more damage in the future. And that's what I'm really encountering, is that I just don't have means of preventing damage right now. So I could upgrade my shields, or I could upgrade my engines. On this particular ship, you kind of want to do both. And it kind of depends on which ship you're using. Alright, but I can't do it right now because I'm in a danger zone. Danger zone. In an asteroid field. So I could go to these stores and repair my hull damage, but I'm actually just gonna, I'm gonna kind of take the risk. And I'm gonna power up my engines. Uh-oh, looks like, you hear that sound? They were invading me. There they are. And I'm gonna evacuate my guys out of here. And I'm gonna open all these doors. Oh no. Okay, while that's going on, I'm gonna go try to kill their weapon systems. Sweet. So what that did is that forced them into fighting here, which is what I really want. I want them... I don't want to fight 3v3 because Mantis are very, very strong in hand-to-hand combat. They will definitely beat me in a fight. And I think I'm going to power up... I think I'm actually going to put more points into my shields over my engines, actually, at the moment. So I'm actually just kind of being a little bit stingy with my missiles. I only shoot them when I absolutely need them. Which, if you take that attitude too much in this game, it'll actually get you killed. But in this particular case, it was fine. So I'm basically only using it to ensure I don't take damage. Alright, Tim. Are you full health? Yeah, he's full health. Okay, Scoops over here. And then you two ladies go and heal yourselves. So I'm going to go put 2 more points into my shields, and then I'm going to go actually improve my reactor as well, so it can handle the shields. Powering the shields. Cool, so now I have 2 levels of shields, which is really, really good. Alright, so I'm about to enter a nebula. And in nebulas, various things can happen, but the most important one is your sensors never work. So I can't actually see my own ship. Level 1 sensors let you see all of the rooms in your ship that don't have people in them. Level 2 sensors let you see the enemy ship, and level 3 sensors let you see the enemy's power usage. But I have no sensors. And sometimes it also partially disables your reactor, which is no fun. Okay, so looking at this guy's loadout, he has what is an ion weapon. And what that thing does is it hits something and partially disables it. So he's disabled, he's done 2 ion damage, and what it just does is it basically is just on a little timer, and then that damage will go away. Now it hits my shields always because my shields are protecting my ship, but if my shields were protecting my ship, he would hit a system, and that system would become unpowered for a short amount of time. Now, since I have 2 shields, well, I only have 1 shield at the moment because it's partially depowered, but basically it shoots as soon as this thing, as soon as the effect wears off. So you can basically only keep the effect on 1 thing at a time. Since I have 2 shields, I'll always have at least 1 up, and that beam weapon will never do any damage to me. So I'm just gonna, so I'm not even worried. I'm not even gonna spend missiles shooting at it, trying to disable his weapon systems quickly or anything like that, because he can't damage me at all. Sometimes you'll encounter that in this game. You'll encounter someone who has, you know, enough defense drones or enough shields that you can't fight them, and it's really unfortunate. Fortunately, you can almost always invade someone, if most of the time. And I am so low on health. Oh my gosh. So I'm playing on normal difficulty right now. Normally I play this game on easy difficulty. I've almost always exclusively played on easy difficulty, but not this time. This time I'm looking to lose. So I'm gonna do my best to go as far as I can. And it looks like I'm probably gonna die pretty soon. Alright. Look at, he didn't dodge any of them. So since I took out his engines, he can't actually dodge anymore. All of my shots will hit. Well, it would do the same thing if I hit his piloting systems. But if I did that, he could repair his piloting systems if it were manned by people. They could repair their piloting systems a lot faster. Oh no, a beam weapon, and an ion weapon, and a laser. So this is going to take out 1 shield, this is going to take out the other shield, and then the beam is going to do damage to me while both of my shields are down. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to send a missile and my burst laser to try to... Oh, look how close I came. I was hoping to knock out the whole shield. I'm going to prepare my people to go do an invade. Alright, it missed. So the only way this guy can actually damage me if he hits all of his weapons in unison at the same time. Okay, so I actually want to do an invade on this guy, but I can't do it right now because he has a medbay, and his units will just go heal. Now what's going to happen is he can't actually damage me. Or no, let's say I'm fighting in the medbay, and he can't repair the medbay because he has to fight me while he's standing in here. I'm going to go ahead and shoot at his weapons. Uh-oh. It looks like he's trying to escape. But he's trying to charge up his engines and run away, but he's not going to be able to do it right now because he has nobody standing in the cockpit right now because he's fighting with his pilot. Okay, so it looks like the slug I'm fighting against is losing the fight. Cool. And looks like now the fight is going to start going in the favor of Allison down here. Alright, look at that, I did it! I got 6 fuel out of it, that's awesome. Boom. So they barely survived. Now, every person has a skill. Oops, let's power that down, power the medbay up. So one of these skills is combat. We also have repair, and then we have the 4 systems that you can man. So the longer they man the system, the more skilled they become with that system. So we can see Scoops here is pretty proficient at manning the weapons. When this bar gets to full, he's going to level up in weapons, and there are basically 2 levels you can get. And every time he gets a level, he becomes more proficient with that. Uh-oh. Why is everything red? Oh, it's not. It just looks red. Okay, I thought my oxygen had maybe run out. Alright, I'm in a nebula, but it looks like nobody's here. Alright, so now I can choose to either go to a nebula, or I can choose to go to a rebel-controlled sector. Now, if I go to the rebel-controlled sector, I will have to take this bottom branch. I won't be able to take any of those top nodes. And if I take the Uncharted Nebula, then I have more options, but I have to go through a nebula. And nebulas are no fun. I don't actually like nebulas at all, so I'm going to go ahead and not go there. Okay. Power up my engines. And I am kidding. I am so low on health. But what I don't want to do is I don't want to go back here. Oh, actually, I think I can do this. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. And I am going to fix up my ship. Now, before I go ahead and just commit to repairing all the damage, I want to see if there's anything else I want to buy. Wow, Burst Laser Mark III, that's super good. But even if I bought it, I wouldn't be able to power it up. It takes 4 power. And I only have 3 power in my weapon systems right now. So I wouldn't even be able to use it even if I could get it. So I'm not going to go ahead and get that. I can get the Hermes missile, which is a really good missile. I can get the shield charge booster, which goes into my augmentation section. It makes my my shields recharge a little bit faster. But I don't see anything I really want, so I'm going to go ahead and just fully repair. And that is a huge weight off my chest. I feel so much more comfortable now. Oh, and look at that! I just got a free amazing weapon! Oh my goodness, I didn't even read the text. This missile does 4 damage. A high breach chance. Wow, this is a seriously powerful weapon right here. If I can manage, it only costs me 1 missile, just like the Artemis missile. Let's go ahead and try to get to the storage cache. So now this guy has 2 shields. So it's almost a necessity. My burst laser only does 3 shots, and so it's a necessity that I knock out his shields at least a little bit before I shoot my burst laser. Otherwise, it's just gonna do nothing. Alright! And looks like I knocked his shields down just enough that he can't fully power even 1 level. So now I'm going to go ahead and start assaulting his weapon systems. Boom. It looks like someone leveled up. It looks like my pilot leveled up. And he does a little bit better on the evasion now. So when you have someone piloting, if their skill in piloting increases your evasion chance, and now my evade chance is 22%, which is awesome. Cool. So it looks like this was guarding a station, and I killed it, looked at the station, and there's nothing useful there, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and take this opportunity. You don't want to keep your money low, but that's what I'm going to do. Because I really just want to put another point into my engines, and I increased my evade chance by 5%, which is pretty significant. Oh my goodness, wow, look at this thing. Holy moly. There is no way I am going to be able to get through this with just Artemis missiles and a burst laser. 3 shields, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wow, this thing is a monster. A triple shot laser and a glaive weapon and 3 shields? That's insane. Oh no, he hit my thing. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna hit him with a breach bomb. Wow, look at how much damage that did. So it does 4 damage, and then as you can see, each level of shield is two hits. So I basically knocked out 2 full shields worth. So he has 1 left. So I could continue using the breach bomb, but I'm actually just gonna go ahead and switch over to burst lasers. Cool, and it looks like my engine guy, the guy manning the engines, also leveled up. And now I'm at 29% evade, which is excellent. Uh-oh. That was kind of close. So he has a lot of firepower, and if he focused it very, very carefully, he would do a lot of damage to me with his single beam weapon and his multi-shot gun. But he's not doing a very good job of synchronizing them, and so he hasn't really been able to do any lasting damage other than that 1 shot. Okay. Boom. His evasion has been pretty high as well. My goodness. Good thing I have this breach bomb. Oh my gosh, I probably would be able to kill this guy without it. Hooray. Sometimes you just you get really, really lucky. You kind of gotta need a little bit of luck to beat this game, which makes it kind of fun. And what did I get out of it? A decent amount of stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and avoid the nebula. Wow. Okay, so the biggest disadvantage to the breach bomb over the Artemis missile is look how tall this bar is compared to the Artemis missile. Oh no. Oh, this is no good at all. Okay, so he just... Oh my goodness, I am about to get rolled. Alright, looks like that missile missed, which is excellent. And I need to hit him before he hits me with these missiles. Okay, sweet. Now this is a boarding drone. Oh no. Okay, now there's a hole in the hull. Oh no, get out! Ah! Okay, I need to get my guys out of here and heal them up. So I'm gonna power off that. And oh no, I wasn't even paying attention. Keep hitting that. Now these boarding drones. So notice he shot a drone which rips through my hull and then starts wreaking havoc in my place. It took 3 guys to kill it too. Okay, so Beth. Okay, so you go back to the weapons. And then they had to sit there and repair the breach in no oxygen. Oh no, looks like it's trying to run away. And now they're offering to surrender after they took 2 more hits. And they request their lives. Should I give it to them? I will not accept surrender. You guys are jerks. Oh no, he's gonna hit me with his missile. Quick, knock it out. Boom! Yes! I took out the missile. Oh no! Woo! He almost got away, if you didn't notice that. So I got a slightly better reward for killing him. Okay, ladies. Go ahead and fix this. So basically someone needs to repair this breach before this area can be repopulated with oxygen. Repair the breach. Flee! Oh no, don't suffocate. Alright, looks like they're doing okay. And I'm gonna go send Tim over to get some heals as well, because he took a little bit of damage when that drone hit his room. Or no, the drone actually hit this room, and then started punching him. Alright, so a distress beacon. Let's go see what's there. Preparing for a fight. Oh, wow, look at this ship. It's got 2 lasers and a heavy laser. Heavy lasers only knock out 1 shield, but if they hit a system, they usually do double damage. If they hit the ship, they do double hull damage and double system damage. So I'm actually gonna invade this guy if I can. So since I'm invading, I'm actually just gonna do my best to knock out his weapons if possible. Whew! Okay, power down that and send my dudes in. Kill! So this person's leveling up in combat. They've almost leveled up all the way. Oh no, it's a mantis. So my teleporter doesn't come off cooldown for another 2 full rotations. So this person might actually die before I get the opportunity to save them. But I knocked out his weapon systems. And looks like they're both fighting this one person now. And I'm gonna send her over here. And recall just in time. Whew. That was close. I will turn off my Artemis missiles. So if I ported these guys into here, the guys would not be able to spend time repairing the systems while they were in hand-to-hand combat. And it looks like I might have actually even started a fire. Oh, maybe not. I saw this thing come unpowered. If there's a fire in there, it will slowly knock out the system. So it looks like he got 2 fully powered before I got the opportunity to go try to stop him again. And I think I'll be okay. Because I have a decent evade chance now. Boom, I got him. And I got a decent amount of fuel and a decent amount of scrap out of it. Excellent. Alright, looks like I'm doing okay. Da-na-na-na. Okay, guys, so this seems like a good spot to stop. I've been going for a little while, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop. Looks like we've done pretty good. I've probably been going for a good 25 minutes probably here now. So, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll continue this adventure in another video. Thanks for watching. Bye!